That's not supposed to do that.
So what are we up to today, man?
Alright, man. Today we're gonna be swapping out this fucked up axle. Look at this. This is not healthy for your automobiles.
Not at all.
Nah, that's not good. And we're also gonna be swapping out the camber arms.
Yeah. So these guys are really nasty. You can see how easily they just move. The heim joints are totally gigged. So we're gonna be swapping those out for some stock camber arms because we're broke.
If it fits, it ships.
That's right. We're gonna go remove the 6 bolts that are deep in there on the axle.
Do we have a light? Because my eyes like to not work.
This is not a very drive-withable axle, so got our own little Pixar lamp now. It's fucking yeah, that dude is just one of these little bearings trying to just bust through the casing.
It's pretty wild.
Gnarly. Here's the new axle, and it is much less wiggly jiggly.
It's a little bit less swing jangle than the other one.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's still an old axle, but it's not broken, and the boots are sealed, and
it's not as broke as we are, which is why we're gonna use it, right?
we're not broke.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are. We're broke. Alright, so Coose just left for a few minutes, and I got the camber arm on this side, and then the other camber arm is sitting over there, ready to go on the passenger side. So I'm gonna get the shock connected to the knuckle. Alright, so Coose is back, and I have the stock camber arms in.
If you can look at them, you can see that it looks complete.
Yeah, no, the suspension's all complete. It's all together in the rear end.
That's so tight.
And that's neat. Like, it hasn't been like that before. Happy days. We have a solid, you know, a perfectly usable and in good order rear end now. Alright, so.
Dude, we got the death wheel out.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the death wheel, Jonas?
We have to shorten the tie rods. So, because we pulled the lower control arm in so much after we got the car, these, I'm pretty sure they're Maxima tie rods. They're a lot longer than the stock 240 tie rod, so we're gonna have to chop a little bit off to run this kit properly.
Death wheel.
So, death wheel it is.
You're doing amazing.
Thanks. We got the tie rods finished up, so now the wheels are connected, and the steering rack is centered, and the wheels are facing forward. We're on the right track to putting the car on the floor tonight.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Ooga, ooga.
It looks like the exhaust has genital warts, bro. Alright, so we're sticking the exhaust back on the car. Because we too broke to get another one. But this one actually works pretty good. So, you know, if it works, why change it?
Yep. If it works, it works.
Alright, we're taking off the hood.
Carbon fiber hood time.
Don't demonetize YouTube.
The 240 has a carbon fiber hood again. Isn't that neat? It is pretty faded, but we should be able to bring it back. Hopefully. We'll see.
We'll see.
It's got the roof taped off and it's ready to get painted purple, which we're going to be doing tonight. And maybe we'll be able to get fluids in the car and then put it on the ground, which would be super killer. Right here I've got some Redline MT90, which is the transmission fluid we're going to be using for the transmission. This 1J has an R154 on it. R154s like to blow up, so I got the best trans fluid that I could get in hopes of keeping it from blowing up. Got this nice little pump for it. This dude goes on cap right here, and then we'll be able to go under the car and use this guy to just pump the transmission fluid up into the transmission. And the way you fill these things, basically fill it until it leaks out the side of the transmission, and then you put the plug back in. Alright, so I got gear oil in the transmission, and I trimmed those studs on that pulley right there because our fan is so close to the front of the motor. Even with it tilted forward, with the huge fans and the shroud from Mishimoto, it's just they take up a bit of space. So I'm gonna put the front crash bar on. I'm gonna put on the front radiator support, and then I'm going to try to get the intercooler mounted on the front of the car. Whenever Samsquanch wakes up today, we'll be bleeding the brakes, and then we should be able to drop this guy on the ground. Alright, so the camera died and I ended up mounting the intercooler up front. So I am mounting it pretty high. That headlight sits extra far down, but it should fit with the hood. And Samsquanch actually came in here and tested some of the clear on the hood to see if we could get it looking like carbon fiber again. We should be able to save it, which is pretty sick. So yeah, the car is that much closer to being done. It all looks good. Dad does need to repaint that removable core support piece again because I added those brackets for the intercooler. Sorry, Dad, but intercooler's on now. We are going to be using one of Quentin's old intercooler pipes because it fits still, but we'll have to make a new one on the intake side. We're also going to be running a blow-off valve for efficiency reasons. Yeah, I was unaware that this happened last night. I really hope Dad filmed it. Maybe he didn't, but the roof is pink, like it used to be.
I don't know if that looks pink to you, but we did promise we'd paint the roof pink like it used to be, and I've already done that, but you can see there's something weird going on. This is kind of one of the coolest ideas Jonas had, and I've got the paint all mixed up to finish it off. and I forgot to film everything because I just kind of got into it. So sorry about that. I don't even know how I could film. I don't know. So I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, hopefully it'll turn out cool. So I just sprayed black over the top of this whole thing, the metallic black from the trunk, not the trunk, the hood. And from what I understand, you get one go at it. Tried to lay it down as consistently as possible, but I'm very inexperienced, and the other thing is you're supposed to basically pull the stuff off right after you do it, and my dumb ass doesn't have anybody to help me out because I planned poorly. So that's what it looks like before I pull it up, and I gotta figure out how to try to pull it up by myself. I guess I'm probably gonna like put a hook on a stick or something, just because this has so much potential to be a funny disaster. I'm gonna tape my phone to the engine hoist, and yeah, there we go, tape tripod. Oh man, it's really stuck. I think it's fucked. I think I waited too long. Probably pulling all the paint off. Holy shit. Maybe I'm not screwed. I mean, it's got some gnarly texture in it, but it looks kind of cool. I think I'm gonna hustle my ass into the other garage and mix some clear. I feel like one lucky bastard right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go get some clear and get some clear on this shit before it won't melt in anymore. I'm not ready for this. I don't even have the clear in here. Well, what's done is done. The roof is got clear on it, and I'm gonna try to turn the light on here so you can see a little bit of the metallic that's in there. It's so cold in here, and I can't turn the camera around, but I'll show you in a second. There's a lot of dust in the paint, and I put 3 coats of clear on it, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough, but I need to pull tape on this because it'll look like crap if I don't, and I don't know how long it's going to be before I can do that because of this. It's already been a few minutes and that shit's not drying, but here, a little look at the paint and all the dust in the paint. I mean, it actually looks kind of cool, but let me turn the light on. Okay, so the metallic's just not going to show, I guess. There you go. So here it is with the tape pulled. I think I'm happy with it, especially if we can get it to buff out in a few days.
All right, so there it is. The roof is done. The suspension's all together. That's good. We do not have the brakes bled, and tonight is Christmas Eve, so I'm not going to be able to get the car on the ground tonight. I still have some presents to finish up for my family and stuff, but we did get a lot of work done on the car this video, and so I'm really excited about that. Here's how it's looking right now. Intercooler's looking good. I didn't even show that shit. Fuck. So I made this heat shield right here. to hold all of the wiring nice and high in the engine bay, and to keep it from the downpipe. I almost grabbed all of that. That would have been a bad idea. But yeah, no, it's solid in there. You know, good and heat shield like. Holds all the wiring nice and out of the way, so the downpipe has plenty of space to be as hot as it desires. And hopefully we shouldn't have any wire fires or stuff like that. You know, cross fingers, because I am king of bad luck, I fucking promise you. But you know, yeah, coming down the side with the stock camber arms on. The rear wheel has quite a bit of camber, probably 2 or 3 degrees. I'll try to take a little bit more out if I can, but I think we might have them maxed already. Yeah. There she is. That roof looks so good. I'm so excited about it. It's amazing. Sorry I didn't get the car on the ground this video. I tried.
If you can look at them, you can see that it looks complete.